Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so today we got huge news regarding Xbox and Google Stadia and DLC 2 for Black Ops 4 Zombies. First of all, we're gonna be talking about Google Stadia. Now, here's the thing. Phill from Microsoft and Xbox came out. He started engaging. He was caught spraying sodium chloride in the skies of Google because Google yesterday, they took massive amount of shots like no other. I haven't seen any company go out there on that caliber publicly on top. They went out there publicly at GDC, like Game Developer Conference, you know, that's where we have 500 IQ developers. They are just talking. They are talking about how to put microtransactions in the game, how to make that dollar bill, then fresh pairs of Franklin Benjamins. You know, they are there, so they are like truly woke. They are not sleeping because when it comes to microtransactions, they are working, they are booming, they are going, and they are just, and that's where Google was like, okay, it's time to think about it. Let's spray everything in the skies and let's actually get people hooked. We have the price as well that is kind of like coming out from industry insiders. There is a lot of stuff that I want to talk about in this video, so let's just get right into it. Now, first of all, I want to show you guys this. Now, this is coming from The Verge, and Microsoft Xbox boss responds to Google Stadia promises, and I quote, "We will go big for E3. The cloud gaming," cannot say this word though, "are truly on." And this means big, folks. Like, we will go big for E3. What this means is that they're gonna have a next-gen Xbox announced. And I know a lot of people were skeptical about this, but I guess the more the time passes, we get more leaks. Industry insiders comes out, they're talking about next-gen Xbox, PS5 and all that, and we know that it's happening in a year to 2 years time at this point in time. And I know a lot of people were skeptical, but I don't think many people are skeptical at this point in time, and this is just another hint, another type of confirmation that we're getting a new Xbox. And I'm not gonna read the whole article, but this is the full memo, and this is what Phill said. And guys, he is definitely spraying those sodium chloride. He's getting those Clorox bleaches engaged, and this is what he said. We just wrapped up watching the Google announcement of Google Stadia. It sounds like a disease to me because Stadia, you know, it just doesn't sound right, man. As team here at GDC, their announcement is validation of the path we embarked on 2 years ago. I mean, Xbox tried it with like Xbox One. They failed big time, but they said that today we saw a big tech competitor enter the gaming market and frame the necessary ingredients for success as content, community, and cloud. There were no big surprises, you know, so he definitely went out there. He started engaging, he started flexing, because obviously this is what Google did. If you guys do not know what happened yesterday, this is what Google did. This guy is one guy from Google. They had multiple employees, obviously, in the back end. Google is the type of company that is seeing gold showers on a daily basis, right? And this is what they did. They said that Stadia, like their beloved Stadia, is gonna have 10.7 GPU teraflops. If you guys do not understand teraflops, the more the better, right? And PS4 Pro, not PS4, but PS4 Pro has 4.2 GPU teraflops, and that's good though, because that can run some games in 4K and other games very well in 1080p 60 FPS. We know that, right? And it is actually good. But Xbox One X is capable of running a lot of games in very high quality at 4K 60 FPS. Xbox One can do that, but it only has 6.0 teraflops. I'm saying only like it's only, but you know, 6.0 teraflops is crazy good. But not Stadia though. Stadia got 10.7. They were flexing, and now Phill came out of there and said that there were no big surprises in their announcement. So this is what I like to see. Xbox truly went out there. They are spraying sodium chlorides in the skies of Google. I like to see that because what Google did is massive. I know there isn't anything new. They're just gonna do another streaming console type of thing without actually having a console. They're not gonna have a console, and for someone who doesn't understand what they're doing, in simpler words, it's gonna be a streaming service. You know, Netflix, they like to stream movies and TV shows there, right? But Google is now going to be streaming video games, and you're going to be able to play on any system. You do not need to have a high-end PC. You can play games at 4K as long as you have like a decent amount of internet, right? You're going to be able to play video games at 4K 120 FPS. They're even trying to make 8K 120 FPS happen, guys. It's absolutely crazy. You do not need a high-end PC. In fact, you can even do it on a potato mobile as well. And it seems like that Xbox truly got something going on, and they went out Sony hasn't responded yet. I'm pretty sure they also got something big, and this is really gonna inspire Microsoft and Sony to deliver, right? And it's gonna be good for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a Xbox fan or a PlayStation fan. It's really gonna be good for everyone out there, and I like seeing that. On the other hand though, I really want to just talk about other stuff as well. This article is once again coming from The Verge. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, right? I'm gonna be reading the important stuff and letting you guys know how Google Stadia is going to be, the price, what's the download speed you need, right, and everything like that. But this article says Google Stadia looks like an early beta of the future of gaming, and I personally agree. Now yesterday they revealed the Google Stadia, right, and they are saying that it's gonna be integrated with YouTube and all that. They're about to make massive amount of paper, guys. I don't think you guys understand. The amount of money they are gonna be making now is gonna be crazy. Now according to the Quattring, he claims that industry insiders said that it's gonna cost $0. I'm truly mind blown if that's real. But just keep in mind, these are rumors. The Quattring is a YouTuber who also leaked Apex Legends right before it was announced, so you know he has some credibility, and he claims that industry insiders are saying Google Stadia is gonna cost $0. In other words, it's not gonna be a live service, and it's massive. I'm inclined to believe that, and I'm gonna explain why in just a little. Keep in mind that the controller that it's gonna come out with, it's gonna cost money. Now obviously if you stream games with Google Stadia on PC, you can play the games with keyboard and mouse, and you can play the games for free. Now video games that are gonna be on this platform are truly gonna cost money. Maybe they're gonna cost a little bit less compared to Xbox and PS4, that we do not know, but the service itself is gonna be free, and industry insiders claims that that's the goal. It might change, so they do say that, and it's a rumor, like treat it as a rumor. But the reason why I'm inclined to believe this is because we're talking about Google, guys. This is the company that got trees, you know, they got trees full of Benjamins. They're always under a massive storm, guys. They are always seeing those gold showers, gold bar showers, right? And they're truly taking all of that capital at home on an hourly basis. I mean, other companies, they like to take capital at home on a monthly basis. Some are like, okay, we're gonna take capital bi-weekly, weekly, you know, whatever. Activision, on the other hand, they like to take capital at home on a daily basis, but not Google though. This is the big G. They like to take all of that capital at home on an hourly basis, so I can see this possible and all that. But this article goes in detail with a lot of stuff. The important one, however, is gonna be about the latency. I'm gonna show you guys a picture and some numbers, but this article also talks about internet connectivity. Now right here it says that Google is using its own compression technology to stream games in 1080p or 4K to devices, and some of the typical latency will be reduced by having the game client and server on the same machine. Still, you'll need a reliable and active internet connection to access Stadia, and Google is recommending a connection of approximately 25 megabytes per download speed for 1080p resolution at 60 FPS. Now this is actually impressive. Now personally I have 120 down and 20 up, so for me it's gonna be impressive knowing the fact that most of the time I personally game at 1080 60 FPS, right? So 25 megabytes download, I mean, I can afford that. I have it already, you know, but I know that a lot of people are not gonna have it, but a lot of people in the US, I suppose, are gonna have it, because I read somewhere that, yeah, right here, it says that fixed broadband connection in the US currently around 96 megabytes per second. These are like the averages, right? So I feel like that a lot of people are gonna be able to handle 25 megabytes per second, and if you're gonna be like streaming video games on a mobile device, I guess that you can go like at 480p 60 FPS or 720p 60 FPS. You do not need 1080p on your mobile though. But however, if you're gonna be using mobile to stream games and you're outside and you do not have access to the Wi-Fi and you're like solely relying on data, then that's gonna be problematic. You do not want to be like playing games and streaming games, in fact, at 25 megabytes per second, 1080p 60 FPS. You do not want none of that, especially if you're using data on a mobile device. But if you're using Wi-Fi, then this is just great news. And according to the Quattring, he claims that industry insider says that it's gonna cost $0. Now this is big because we know that Sony and Xbox do have like premium monthly, yearly subscription based service where you have to pay to play online, right? I believe that PlayStation Plus is like $70 here in Canada. It might be $50 if you're in the US, but we know that it costs money. And if Google Stadia is not gonna be having those subscription type services, then Google Stadia is gonna be a banger. Everyone's gonna be on it. And think about this way, like you got a normal PC and you like to play video games, and it's gonna be integrated with YouTube. So I'm gonna try to explain it in a simple way. For example, you got normal internet, you're just a casual, you know, you're just working and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go home, watch some YouTube videos. Boom, we got a Modern Warfare 4 reveal trailer. And guess what? The demo is available on Google Stadia. After you end up watching the trailer, you're gonna have the option to play now. The game might cost $60 on Google Stadia too, but you know what? You don't want to pay because you do not understand it, or you understand it but you're not like convinced. So there's another option that says play demo for free. You click on that, you know that you got a decent amount of internet, you're not limited, you do not have the data or data cap, none of that. You simply just watch the trailer, you click and try the demo. 5 seconds later, you're in the game, you're playing the game at 4K 60 FPS on your potato PC. You might have a great PC, but that's besides the point. I'm just trying to give an example, so don't get offended, alright? I also do not have the very best PC. So you're basically playing on a potato or normal PC at 4K 60 FPS for absolutely free. You're engaging, you're getting massive amount of kicks of dopamine, you're having the time of your life. I mean, what else do you need, right? And if you like the service and if Google proves us wrong, because a lot of people are kind of skeptical about the latency and all that, if they prove us wrong, I think that Google is gonna be changing the industry for good. That means that PlayStation and Xbox might have to get rid of their subscription-based services. Obviously, they're not gonna get rid of it in the near future, but if Google Stadia succeeds and everyone goes on Google Stadia, then obviously Microsoft and PlayStation would have to do something about it. And I'm truly impressed and I'm truly hoping that this works out. Also, in terms of latency, we have some numbers. Obviously, I'm gonna treat all of that as like rumors, but a YouTuber by the name of Digital Foundry actually posted this video, and he actually put all of that on blast and said that Stadia tested on Pixelbook on Google connection measurement includes Wi-Fi plus display lag. All other tests on wired LAN connection with display lag deducted. And it says that Google Stadia latency is 166 milliseconds, and that is impressive, you know, in terms of this being a live service and in terms of this being like, you know, you're just playing on Pixelbook. I'm not sure what's Pixelbook. I'm assuming that this is gonna be a potato type of book. It might be a grade though, I'm not sure though, so uneducated YouTuber right here. But Google Stadia at 15 megabytes per second is gonna give you 188 milliseconds. So that tells you that with a 15 megabytes per second download speed, this is just massive here, guys. And PC at 30 frames per second already have a 112 milliseconds. PC 60 FPS got 79 milliseconds, and Xbox One X got 145 milliseconds. So we know that this is actually huge, like 166. Obviously, there's still some amount of delay and latency and all of that, but you know that this is just really good. And I really hope that they do succeed because I want to see Sony succeed. I want to see Microsoft do big things, and that just means good things for us, for everyone around. Also, on the other hand, we got Treyarch Studio. They dropped another 5 seconds of teaser trailer, and I'm truly excited for this. I'm glad that they are keeping and they're upping the communication. Obviously, I'm gonna throw this, I don't want to make a separate video. This is just gonna be a little segment here. So they said that tomorrow a new, cannot say this word, will be revealed. Hashtag Ancient Evil, and not Asian Evil, guys. Do not comment that. But this is the teaser trailer that they dropped, and we're getting a trailer tomorrow, and that means I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow as well. And right here, Scarlet is absolutely looking like a snack. Hopefully it's good, and let's just wait for it, right? But if you guys are new to the channel, like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep you guys in the loops. Check out some other videos on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.